A major development in a years-long fight over that chemical smell in Murray Hill. Thank you for joining us at 6. I'm Anthony Austin.
And I'm Heather Crawford. Today, a judge heard hours of arguments over whether thousands of neighbors can team up in a class action lawsuit against International Flavors and Fragrances. Dozens of residents packed inside the courtroom, many of them saying that they're still living with the odor. Our Freha Abrar was inside the Duval County Courthouse sitting in on the hearing today, and she spoke with people who are hoping that this case finally brings relief.
It's not something you can see, touch, or hear, but the smell of Murray Hill's neighborhood is such a hindrance to enjoying life there. The fight over foul factory fumes is only just beginning today.
Every time somebody breathes these, every time somebody smells this odor, they are inhaling chemicals that someone making a profit off of that process has decided is okay for them to breathe.
A large community of people in the same neighborhood are all accusing one single defendant of the same harm arising from the same conduct.
Courtroom 734 packed like sardines, filled with Murray Hill neighbors as the lead attorney representing them, Laura Sheets, expressed how overwhelmed the area and surrounding neighborhoods are after years of litigating this case.
You cannot go outside at 4 o'clock in the morning about 5 to 10 days in a month. This issue, in my view, can empty out the entire Riverside, Avondale, Murray Hill neighborhood if this is not solved.
This isn't the first time these neighbors have faced IFF in court. Since 2021, 2 class action cases were filed. The first dismissed because of a technical reason. The second dismissed after a federal judge ruled only a state judge had jurisdiction over the case.
The denial of class certification represented essentially the death knell of the case because the problem was gone and nobody cared. So everything moved along.
Plaintiffs argued they've already shown IFF is the source, pointing to CD violations, 2 cease and desist orders, and more than 2,000 odor complaints, adding a single company shouldn't be allowed to impact 6,000 homes without answering to all of them at once. But the defense fired back, calling the case overbroad, saying not every resident experiences the same odor problem in the same way. IFF's attorney also argued the class action couldn't work because the claims are too different.
All of these same issues that go to this overbroad problem also are going to be important when I talk about predominance because of all the individualized issues that are going to predominate here rather than common issues.
I've lived in this community for around 6 years. I was pregnant. At the time I had hyperemesis, and there were times the smell was so saturated and noxious, it would come into my home and I had to wear a mask inside of my home to prevent myself from getting sick.
Residents of Murray Hill aren't letting up on the fume fight, planning to turn the lawsuit into a mass action case with many individual cases bundled together if this isn't certified as a class action case by Judge Robert Dees.
I think the bottom line is that as a company, being a good neighbor to the community means good business for you. And the community really doesn't appreciate being lied to and having their complaints not taken seriously after years and years. They're trying to drag things out and they want us to give up, and we're not going to do that no matter what it takes.
That was Freha Abrar reporting, and after the judge goes over more evidence and information lawyers on both sides are asked to present, he said he'll make a decision about how to move the case forward.